Welcome to the Mycocraft Podcast, Episode 1. I'm your host, Nathan, and we'll be talking about some boutique mushroom grows today. And we're going to start off with this fine specimen, Ganoderma. And this is in a triangular pot here with terrazzo glaze on it and reishi mushroom, scientific name Ganoderma, is pretty hardy and woody, and it's survived for a long time. You can see this one's still alive, and basically it's wood chips with coir, and I've been just leaving it out in the living room. I mean, I babied it inside the tent for a while, but it needs a little water, so I guess we'll give it some water here. There we go. And so this was one of my successful ones. A friend came over and was like, "Whoa, that's cool. You got a mushroom growing in a pot." I'm like, "I don't even know if it's alive." He's like, "It doesn't matter. It looks cool." Uh, this one might fruit again if I get it into some better uh, fruiting environment, moist and what all. Next on the list, we have this fine specimen wall hanging grow. So I mount this container on the wall, and you can see there screws into the wall, and the container just kind of is inside of a shoebox, which gives the great fruiting conditions. Um, a lot of the mushrooms that I grow will grow on wood, and I don't have to worry as much about the contamination as I do if they're growing on some grains. You can see this grow is out of this vessel right here, and this I haven't cleaned it out yet, but I'll clean this one out, and I think I'm going to grow some shiitakes in here next because I have a bunch of shiitake spawn. Going down the list, we've got an Italian oyster grow in this fine little pot. Let's see. That looks like a good view. And you can see this pot here is like nothing special really, but it looks really nice with a mushroom growing in it. Yeah, this has been my favorite one here. I've gr- I've grown maybe 3 times out of this little one. Smaller grows seem to grow faster, so get. I know this seems like such a small little vessel, but the uh, the shoebox, the shoebox you can see just goes right against the wall and holds the fruiting environment just against the wall, and it's turned out some great results. So, I mean, whatever works, right? Moving down the list, we have some other just nondescript vessels with some nice mushrooms growing in there, some albinos, and it's a nice vessel here with blue hats, blue little top hats. Fun. And this is one of our favorite cups here. I used to have 3, and I gave one away, and I broke one, and we still have one, so decided to grow some mushrooms in there. Why not? I like to use a container that's small enough to fit inside of a shoebox, but if it's a doubled shoebox, that's fine too. You can keep a pretty good fruiting environment in a doubled up shoebox. And this one here again uh, didn't grow for a while, and then it grew one big huge mushroom. So I had to measure it. Some of our more exciting grows, oyster grows, and I had made lots of lidded containers back in the day and never realized how great they would be for growing mushrooms. Whoa, this one still has some mycelium in there. Look at that. Probably from this grow. I tried to clean it out, but look, this one's really hard to clean out. So I should have more straight walled ceramic containers for mushroom grows just because easier to clean out, easier to transplant if I need to take it out of it, take the spawn out of there. I currently have a bunch of shiitake spawn, and so we're going to be growing shiitake spawn in some of these containers to see how that goes. This last grow we have here is in a big bowl, and a plate is sort of on top of the bowl. You can see a plate on top of a bowl, sort of, and the mushrooms are growing out the crack in between the plate and the bowl. And I think that one will be able to be reproduced. I have a clear vessel, glass vessel, and a glass plate, and I've used that combination to create a nice environment for mushrooms. So that's about all the time we have for this episode. And in our next episode, we'll be actually planting some shiitakes in some of these vessels. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.